Oh, no, there it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome. Which episode did we determine this one was?
10. We're on 11 now.
11. Okay. So now that we're on 11, we haven't been here for a couple weeks. Life has been busy, so why don't we start off with the screens?
Yes, we shall.
2 weeks worth. There have been a couple of big announcements, but so I don't know why they are obsessed with this stage.
Yeah.
Like, for so many weeks, we keep seeing this stage. I'm sure it's going to be very impressive, but okay.
I guess it's just because it is the latest stage that they've revealed, and because it is kind of big, they've just been throwing out a lot of screenshots of it.
Must be. I don't know. It just seems overdone at this point. We haven't seen a lot of them lately. This is from 2 weeks ago, so.
Right.
And then next up. Now this screenshot was interesting to me because of what Sakurai said on the Miiverse when they put it up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, doesn't the lighting look familiar to you?" To which I said, "Nope, not really," and moved on. But a lot of the speculate. Well, first, okay, does the lighting look familiar to you?
No, not really.
Okay, so a lot of the speculation online is this is Mario Galaxy. This looks like it could be from a Mario Galaxy stage.
Ah, okay.
Because of the very bright contrasts and the light edge.
Okay.
So after they explain that, that would be... I guess that'd be my best guess as to what this is. Which also makes me very curious to see what they would do with a Galaxy stage.
Yeah. No, that's good. Oh, that would actually be really cool.
Yeah,
Stage.
how do you include gravity in it? Because then that just fucks with everything.
Right.
So I don't know. Again, this is all just rumor. Nothing is confirmed at this stage.
Right.
Another look at the Metroid Other M stage.
Mm-hmm.
A different angle.
Yeah, I remember Sakurai saying that the Morph Ball was based off of the what was it? The Metroid Other M again, which, I mean, okay, but I guess it's the only difference is that in the Metroid Other M, it looks like it has like red stripes on the ball with the gold and green and everything.
Where's the Morph Ball in this?
It's at the very edge of the platform there. If you look, it's like right. It's like in the dead center of everything.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, no, I never even noticed that.
Yeah.
It takes up such little screen space. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was saying that the Morph Ball is based off of Other M, but then again, I mean, he said from the very beginning that Samus was built off of Other M anyway, so having little details like that, like the Morph Ball being based off of the Other M suit is obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes without saying. It's another stage I seem pretty obsessed with. So here comes the big announcement.
Which was on Thursday, which was surprising.
I don't know if it's really a big announcement that Peach is returning.
Right.
That was pretty much a given.
Yeah.
The interesting part that I saw for this... Now, technically, there were 8 screenshots this day.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to take the time to go through all of them.
Right.
The interesting thing is Sakurai was saying that right now her moves are pretty much identical, but she's still being built, and they're still debating on changing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was a daily shot or one of her shots, but there's one where she's swinging her crown in an attack. So it looks like they are working on revamping her moveset.
Okay.
Which could be interesting. I played a lot of Peach in Brawl and Melee because no one liked Peach. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna kick your ass with Peach.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with her.
Yeah.
Again, nothing no one didn't know already.
Right.
And now we just see a generic shot of Luigi and Peach.
Yeah, I think they definitely really smoothed out her face though. She's definitely like a lot more detailed now with the Wii U version.
A lot more expressive too.
Yeah, definitely a lot more expressive.
Again, we're doing this podcast. I can't wait for this game to come out. But little details like that, like her reactions and things, are fantastic.
Yeah, I think that can kind of make taking screenshots, because I'm sure they'll have that again, where like mid-action you can pause the game and then take screenshots. That'll probably make those screenshots like that much more interesting to look at, just because of people like having expressions and reactions to the scene.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good in Brawl, but it's going to be phenomenal in this next one.
Yeah.
The next shot. This is the first we've seen Olimar in the 3DS version.
Mm-hmm.
And Link's double jump looks to be identical from these versions as well, so...
Right. It's kind of weird how his helmet, Olimar's helmet, isn't outlined. It's his head.
Well, they did say it was the character, so I don't know where you draw the line between helmet and head, but...
Yeah.
I mean, the helmet's nothing but an outline as it is, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Reflection. And now we see almost all of Nintendo's lovely ladies.
And Peach looks like he's adjusting. Looks like she's tucking the tag back in.
That or pulling up her yoga pants. I don't know what the hell she's doing.
I'm going to say it's more of that kind of like your tag is sticking out, so it's like you're tucking it back in. So it's like you're trying to... Yeah, you're just trying to use as little fingers as possible to try to just get it back into the butt crack there.
Honey, let me help you out here. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's silly things like that I love about this. This, again, is that Metroid map.
Mm-hmm.
He said that this was a side tunnel that, if I remember correctly, you don't necessarily see explicitly.
Okay.
In the battle.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in the background, maybe it's to the side.
Right.
I don't know why he's showing us it, but here's the giant sphincter of this map.
One thing, I know this is something that's probably like off screen and pretty far back, but one thing that kind of really disappoints me, even for like a Wii U game, is the fact that like if you look at the textures on all like the broken part, like it's all stretched out and horrible looking.
Yeah, the textures are not pretty. But then again, they're still working on it.
Right, yeah. So that's something that they can clean up. Because considering, like, further down that hallway, the textures are, not as stretched out. And they're nice and detailed and everything. So it's definitely something where, it's nice to look down that hall. But if you look at the edges around it, it's not that great. It's very sharp and jaggedy and polygons.
It's like Pikmin 3 isn't that super detailed. Some of the textures in there are kind of muddy and bleh, but it's a fantastic game, so...
Right. I guess it's just because they're trying to maintain that smooth frame rate.
Yeah.
Over anything else,
which in a fighting game, I'd say is much more important than making it look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I
mean, you need to maintain that sense of speed.
I remember with the Smurf, the first Smash Brothers game.
The Smurf and
the first Smash Brothers game, like that was, back in the day when that came out, yeah, it was like it seemed kind of nice. But if you're so used to the pace of Brawl and Melee. Now that if you go back and try to play Smash Brothers, there's so much going on at once that the N64 just like chugs. It has such a hard time producing so much, but at the time it felt really nice and smooth.
But you go back and play, and that's so slow and heavy. But
yeah,
that's beside the point. That's the design, not the execution.
And here's Peach being a whore again.
Yep, pretty much. I like the touch of the shield between the two, where Link's like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but she's a slut. Goddamn slut.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
How do you think there's been so many Mario games? If she wasn't a slut, how the hell?
Yeah.
So this is interesting in that it confirms that toadstool hopping is back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why it's not Luigi in this one.
I think it's just because they're just showing off that Peach is here. Or you
Yeah.
mean that Samus is there?
Samus is there. It should
Right.
be. It should be hopping on Luigi, I would think. But regardless, Toad's still hopping back. As random as that fucking mechanic is, nothing hurts so bad as being Toadstool hopped to death.
Yeah, when you're trying to recover onto the edge and someone
Oh
just
god! And someone
jumps right on
just
top of
like, hey, by the way, boom.
you. Yeah,
I both hate and love that mechanic.
yeah,
But it's good to see that it's back.
indeed. So
Is
that's
that the
all of our.
last?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we're back and caught up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nothing big, and I'd like to point out for those of you listening at home, this is the first video cast that we're doing, so you get to see my ugly fucking face. Hi.
But
And
my magnificent
motherfucker.
face. Yes.
No, yeah. No, you just can't grow hair on your face. That's your problem.
Oh, fuck you. I shaved this morning, you asshole.
Yeah, you can't grow hair.
Yes,
Anyway.
I can.
Majestic. This is what we call majestic.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Anyway, topic this week is the Kirby franchise and how it is and could continue to be represented in Smash Brothers. I would like to point out, though, that Sakurai is very, very specific about the Kirby franchise, and he's very, very hesitant to add much to it, fearing that he will be blamed for favoritism,
Yeah,
because it is his franchise that he made.
right.
So far, in all of the versions of Smash Brothers, we've only got 3 Kirby characters. We've only had Kirby in the first 2,
Mm-hmm.
in Smash and Melee. In Brawl, we saw the addition of Meta Knight and King Dedede.
Right.
And honestly, for playable characters, I think they're good. They don't need any more.
Yeah.
I mean, who else would you add? There's no one else of note from the games themselves.
There's the rat character. I can't remember his name, but I know
Rat.
he's yeah. I could
Okay.
He's another one who's kind of been showing up more and more in the Kirby franchise.
Yeah, but I don't see him becoming a full playable character. He's not as well known.
Mm.
I think Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, you're perfect.
Right. I can definitely see, especially with Meta Knight, they're definitely going to fix up his moveset.
They have to fix Meta Knight. Holy fuck balls, they have to fix Meta Knight.
Yeah.
He's so broken as shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Infinite stun lock. Interesting though, I didn't realize this. Kirby only had a single character represented in assist trophies. Knuckle Joe.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they're gonna make Kirby more represented, which they may or may not, it would be in assist trophies. Because you've only got Knuckle Joe, but then you've got all of the other really memorable little enemies that have like one attack.
Yeah.
That would be perfect for an assist trophy,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I could see like some of the other enemies kind of being like the various assist trophies. Because yeah, like you said, it's Sakurai's franchise, but yeah, he should still at least kind of explore more into it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Rick would be a good assist trophy. I think it's
Which one is Rick again?
the hamster that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, I forget his name, but the little guy who gives you cut. Like, he would be good.
Oh, the little knight guy?
Yeah, the little knight guy, or the little rock guy who gives up and gives Kirby his stone. All of Kirby's base attacks that are a power-up from the game should be represented in an assist trophy. Knuckle Joe gives him his punch, which he has in Smash.
Yeah.
So that should be a thing.
Right.
But they'd have to do that, I think.
I'm trying to remember I wonder if I'm thinking some of the latest Kirby games that Nintendo's recently done. I can probably see maybe
Yeah.
I can think of for like Kirby's Final Smash, like it could be something where he turns into the epic yarn, and then the whole, like, I don't know, just like whatever chaos it would ensue.
And so yeah, I take that back about them being full on characters. Prince Fluff, I think, would be a great character.
Yep.
As long as it's Prince Fluff and you can pick Kirby as a separate color scheme,
Right.
that would be fucking amazing. I would love to see Prince Fluff. I have no idea what he would do, but I would like to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be interesting. I'm trying to think like what. I mean, I never played Epic Yarn. I think you have, or you said you had a.
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
haven't, and I've put some time into it. The thing is, it's a really relaxing, happy game. That's all it is. It's just happy all the time. Happy. You can't die. All that happens is you lose some of your gems, and you get graded on how well you did based off how many gems you end up with at the end of the level.
Oh, okay.
So it gets really fucking frustrating when you get to the end and you're like, oh, I have platinum. And then you get hit by one thing. You're like, I only have fucking gold. God damn it. So yes, it's easy to complete. It's difficult to master.
Right.
But I would love to see Prince Fluff.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you've already got a whole bunch of different attacks from Epic Yarn where, like, you turn into a giant rolling yarn tank or you turn into fucking missiles and shit.
Right.
Why can't they do that for a Final Smash? I mean, it seems that Prince Fluff is already set up to be a completely unique and new character. He can use yarn lassos, shit like that, and it would be great. It would be great to see that.
Yeah.
For stages, in the original Smash, we only had Dreamland,
Yeah.
which was very basic. Melee had 3: Fountain of Dreams, which again was super basic. It might as well have been not Final Destination, but the other one there.
Battlefield.
Thank you. Green Greens, which I think was the perfect one.
Oh yeah.
For them, with the falling blocks.
Yeah.
You could actually crash the GameCube on that level.
Really? How?
What you needed to do was have a stack of blocks, the 3 stacks, knock all of the middle out, and just put as many still green shells in between the 2 blocks and jump on it. It doesn't know what to do, and the GameCube freezes.
Huh.
It just cannot calculate what the fuck is going on and freezes. But that one was so indicative of Kirby. It was great because of the exploding blocks, and there's so much to take in wispy woods, blowing left and right, and it was a really well designed stage. Very.
And then plus the apples, where some can heal and some you can throw.
Yeah, no, the apples were great in that. And they also included the original Dreamland from the original Smash.
Okay.
Then in Brawl, they went down to 2: Halberd and Green Greens. So those are both really, really good levels. I would like to see an Epic Yarn level.
Yeah. No, that was definitely something I kind of thought of, especially after I brought up Epic Yarn.
Mm-hmm. I would love to maybe possibly one that's interactive, where you can pull on the zippers and the stage will change depending on what you do to it.
Yeah, that'd be
because that's a big part of Epic Yarn.
Right.
Halberd, I think they should keep.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Halberd and Green Greens kept, but I don't know if they will. I don't know if they'll keep Green Greens because that's 2 generations back.
Mm-hmm.
But Halberd should definitely be kept. That's one of my favorite stages. Even though it is pretty much Battlefield for the vast majority of it, when you're fighting on the deck is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, if it would transfer from just fighting on the deck to, like, maybe inside, or maybe it's like the inside of the halberd. It's just like one stage, and then you see it like fly around the different stages in the background or something like that.
That would be very interesting, especially if they tried to make it more like the SNES game, where the halberd is actually going down,
Yeah.
caught on fire, and you have to kind of fight through it to get to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good moving stage for Kirby.
Because you know they're going to do one. You know they're going to do one vertical scrolling stage that I am going to loathe. And let's see here. For items that they've got in the original, and these all, except for one, stayed through every version. The original one had the Maxim Tomato and the Star Rod, which is in every version.
Yep.
Melee has added the Warp Star, one of my favorite items, and the Parasol. The Parasol did not make it through to Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
They dropped it.
Was it because it was like it was too much of an assist, in a sense, or it was too helpful?
That's what I think so. I think. Because the Parasol could really aid in recovery.
Yeah.
To the point where it could completely break the balance of certain characters.
Peach.
Yeah,
for one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because her up B is a Parasol, so you're basically giving her double.
And Kirby also. Kirby's as well, because he floats. So.
And Jigglypuff.
Yep.
Oh, and to couple that with any of the gliding characters like Meta Knight or Charizard or Pit.
Yeah.
That would just be... That'd be horrible. That was a good decision to remove that. Then come Brawl, we've got the Dragoon, the Super Spicy Curry, and the Warp Star.
Okay.
I don't know why they list Warp Star twice. I'm looking at the Smash Wiki.
Yeah.
But the Dragoon, I really liked as an alternative to a Final Smash, because it really felt like you really had to work for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was so fucking frustrating. So I hope they keep that in, and I hope they modify the Final Smash to work like the Dragoon.
Right.
Maybe, maybe not. Super Spicy Curry was just silly.
Oh god, I love. Oh, the fan. Did you mention the fan also?
Fan's not a Kirby item.
Really?
I don't think so. It isn't listed in the wiki as a Kirby item. Let's see what they listed under. Oh, you look very upset at that.
Well, yeah, because I thought that was because remember seeing it like in the Kirby Adventures games.
Nope, it says here that was designed for Smash Brothers without any other franchise in mind.
I don't agree with that.
The fan appears as an item in Mario Kart Arcade GP. Let's see.
I've seen it more in Kirby than anything else.
What games? I don't ever remember seeing it in Kirby.
It was in one of the mini games where if you do the dueling.
Oh yeah.
There was some where it was just like the fan.
The samurai.
Yeah. That's where I remember seeing it from. I've not. That's why I'm saying like Mario. Like no, I've not seen it in fucking Mario.
No. It says here that it was created for Smash Brothers. It wasn't coming from anything else. So.
Oh well. I can only deny it so much.
Well, no, I'm with you. It should be under Kirby.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I mean, items, I think they're pretty well covered. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I want to see Prince Fluff, and I want to see a really good Epic Yarn level.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see a good Epic Yarn level. So yeah. I don't know what else that they would be able to do.
Yeah. Well, because I've kind of started up playing it again, but I don't think it was a popular title for DS. But it was called Kirby's Mass Attack.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I actually I dusted off my DS actually this morning because I was looking at it, I was like, man, I never beat this game, so I played it for a little while, and it's mostly stylus controls, but like you just have just up to 10 Kirbys, and you basically just like tap on them and they bunch up and attack. So I don't know how. I mean, maybe they might have a few stages that are kind of unique in Mass Attack. So.
More for the 3DS.
Yeah, more for the 3DS version.
I could see them doing that with a bunch of Kirbys in the background attacking shit.
Yeah, or just kind of like running around. They'd have to be pretty far back though, so that way it doesn't get mixed in with Kirby.
That's why you have the outlines.
The outlines, yeah. That's true. I'm just like with how far I've gotten in it. There hasn't really been stage-wise and villain-wise. There hasn't been anything where it's like it's something that is so extravagant that it's like, oh man, this should totally be in Smash.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really unique about it is the fact that it's a different concept from the Kirby games, where you use the stylus to move around and jump and attack and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them doing that as visual flair or like a Final Smash. I think Kirby's Final Smash needs to be revised. Cook wasn't the best. It was very easy to dodge, and you weren't really guaranteed any kills with it.
Yeah. I mean, again, it could be something like I was saying earlier. They could probably implement the Epic Yarn somehow into it. Oh, no, because his lasso was his big thing, right?
Yeah, you couldn't inhale any enemies. You couldn't get their abilities. What you would do is you would lasso them and just unravel them. So they'd puff into a little thing of yarn and fall away.
Because that makes me wonder if like the final smash would be he turns into the Epic Yarn Kirby, and then he kind of
turns everyone into yarn versions of themselves.
Well, like
and just lassos them.
Yeah, like that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, yeah, he kind of remember how like Meta Knights, where his is a or even some of the other like Fire Emblem characters where they swing their weapon or whatever, and if you
and if you're in the arc,
yeah, so I could kind of see where he throws his lasso, and then if you get hit by it, then yeah, he'll like you get turned into a yarn form or whatever, and then he just like unravels you or something.
That would be fucking cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I would like to see that. Yeah, so really, ultimately what it boils down to is they need Epic Yarn representation.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest and most unique thing to happen to Kirby between the two Smashes.
Yeah, and yeah, plus I think it's their latest, like, more successful game that they've had.
Yeah. Yeah, Epic Yarn. Look for it. They have to have some sort of representation.
Right.
Least. Please be Prince Fluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that, what is next week's topic? Because we're at about half an hour.
I was kind of thinking that we would talk about, I don't know, did we cover the Mario franchise?
No. No.
Because more specifically, I want to talk about Luigi and Peach, because Mario is Mario, and he's just fucking whatever. He's got his own thing.
Well, also, no, we need to talk about Mario too.
All right. Well,
because will he have Flood?
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
All right. So yes, Mario franchise next week. That's
okay.
What I'm thinking.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I believe it's no one who tuned in. Thank you.
Thank you, and go fuck yourself at the same time.
More or less. Bye bye.
Yes.